Well, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me, as always, my partner, Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent would tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
Anders Carlson ready to get us started. And off we go from SoFi. Returnable from the 1. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead right away. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18. At the 19.
Trying again following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll throw it. Goddard makes the catch.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call, just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Less than a yard needed here on fourth. They're going for this. Hauled in by Musgrave. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Working quickly here. Second and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. No one around. He's got space. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this.
Okay, ready?
Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points.
Let's go now.
Trying to run it in, Connor. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. He'll look to throw. On the move, headed right. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down from the gun. Touchdown, LA! So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7. Back to the well again. Up the sideline, past the 40. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Another carry for him. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching paid for.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They give it to him again. And he barrels across for the touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Sewell. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
This is McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Sewell. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Here we go.
So here's Vic following the interception. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw from his end zone. Sewell. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Sewell. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Off play action. Sewell. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this out past the 25. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Let's go now. Ready?
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Sewell. And a quick throw here that's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Cycles. Let's go. Block. Set, huh?
Connor up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw. Sewell. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. 2nd and 20.
Cowboy 80.
Vic to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson.
Past the 20, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he is going to lose yardage here. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Sewell escaping the pressure right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 6.
Here's Michael Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They will indeed go for it. Vick, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Oh, look at the juke. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And connecting quickly with Goddard.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Connor going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Operating from the gun, Sewell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Dallas Goedert from 10 yards out.
And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass.
Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 73 yards. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs. When necessary, they helped get him out of trouble.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Ready. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Sewell over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. From the gun, a give to Connor. Dances by him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sewell. His throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sewell. This short throw caught by Goddard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
62 blaster.
Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. and they rallied and made the tackle.
Down. Cut.
On fourth down, Sewell. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Carlson for the extra point. He's got it, and that'll make the score 17-8.
Next to score, Chargers 17, Bears 8. Anders Carlson to kick off.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go.
Throwing, Vic. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.